Hello, my queens. So, we're gonna take a break from musicals again, like we did last time when I talked about Spencer, I think was the last video I did. And we're gonna talk about a band today called Kiss. This is Kiss. They all have nicknames, which I'll get into, and I'll show you guys who's who. So, I have a journal now, and I made a one-page list of Kiss facts. So, we're gonna start with that. So Kiss is a band. They're famous for having theatrical live performances involving visual effects, pyrotechnics, I cannot say that word, and extravagant outfits and makeup. So they have huge concerts. Their concerts are amazing. Like, they have fire and that's how tennis or whatever is fire. And they have these insane outfits, and their makeup is crazy. They have white faces with like design on them, and which you can see on the shirt. Their biggest hit is Beth. If you ever watched Glee, in one episode where that one chick is pregnant and those guys sing that song, that's Beth. If you know which episode, you know which episode. Their first hit was called Nothing to Lose. I've never heard that, so I don't know many other songs. I know like maybe 2 songs by Kiss. Kiss members Peter, Chris, Catman. This. So Catman is this guy. This is Chris, or Peter, Mr. Chris. And then you have Paul Stanley, Starchild. Starchild is this guy right here. Gene Simmons, Demon, which this is Gene. I love that name, Demon. That's awesome. And then Ace Frehley, Spaceman. This is Spaceman, I think. Yeah, that's Spaceman. Had to make sure. Those two I get confused with. They both have stars, so. So Kiss actually stopped touring in December of 2023, but they want to do concerts still using digital avatars. Now, okay, this is the digital avatar thing. If you've ever been on like the Wii game system, which I have one, I'm not sure where it is, but I have one, you can create an avatar that looks like you, or if you have Snapchat, you have that Bitmoji thing. And neither way to describe this is, if you've ever seen Star Wars, Jar Jar Binks, that was a digital avatar that someone made. They have a show about this that they had like years ago. Years like 2017 or 18. It was within the first year I was dating my boyfriend that I saw this on TV. But that's what a digital avatar is. It's someone or something they make digitally that has the same voice, same look, same characteristics that the person is trying to be has. One of the most influential rock bands of all time. Kiss is one of the most influential rock bands of all time. This one I thought was pretty interesting. They are the best-selling band of all time, claiming to have sold more than 100 million records worldwide. That's talking about the world, including 21 million RIA certified albums. I'm not sure what that is. They've also earned 30 golden albums. That's different than Golden Globes. The most of any band from the United States. So we're not even talking like the K-pop bands that sell millions of records. We're talking American rock bands. More than Bon Jovi. More than Leonard Skinner. More than Led Zeppelin. More than AC/DC. This band is insanely big. Insanely big. Now, the member Gene Simmons, which is Demon, has the longest tongue in the world. It's like, it's kind of weird, but if you've ever seen it, there's a scene in the second one, I think, where Pennywise has his glasses, tongues hanging out. That's like Gene Simmons. That's how long his tongue is. It looks just like that one. They were formerly, well, one of the members was formerly in a band called Wicked Lester. I forgot which one it was, which member. And that was in January of 1973, so we're talking the 70s. They are classified as a hard rock band, which is like not really heavy metal, but a little bit lighter than heavy metal. They actually have never won a Grammy, which I find that very, very insane. Because I mean, you are the top selling band, but you never won a Grammy for that, or anything like that. I mean, you think if you're the top selling band, you would have a Grammy at least. They've been nominated for Grammys, but they never actually won one yet. Yet they will eventually. Now their heights. I wanted to get into this because I thought this was very interesting. So Gene Simmons, the Demon, well that is, he's 6'2". He's tall. Paul Stanley, the Star Child, he is 6 foot, so exactly 6 foot. Peter Criss, the Catman, he is 5'9". He's so shorty. I love shorty. Actually, he's the same height as his sister. Ace Frehley, Spaceman, is 6'1". They have one short person that's Catman. He's the same height as my sister, which is short for a guy, but tall for a girl. My sister's very tall. I'm a shorty compared to my sister. They admit that they are based themselves off the Beatles. Now, the Beatles were a huge deal back in the day. They were every girl's dream. The member, Gene Simmons, is actually deaf in one ear. So the Demon, Mr. Demon here, is deaf in his left ear. I didn't know that. There are so many, well, not so many, but there's 2 artists I know of who are deaf. There's a guy who I think was in Nirvana who was deaf. I did a report on him in high school. I can't remember his name, but it was for ASL class. Last name is Barnett. Something Dale Barnett. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. But he was deaf, and he was a drummer. He had a brain thing. I don't know how Gene became deaf, but someone told me he had one ear. I don't know if that's true or not. Their fan base is called the Kiss Army. I love that. That's awesome. They are a rock and roll staple. They made rock and roll a thing. And Gene Simmons, his actual name, original name is Chaim Witz. He's from Israel. Paul Stanley's real name is Stanley Eisen. Catman was, they found his ad in Rolling Stones magazine. They can put, if you're in a rock band, you can put your ad in Rolling Stones and your contact information, you can find a band like that. Same with Catman. Peter Criss was originally born Peter George John Crissola. I thought that was interesting that his last name is not actually Chris. And Ace Frehley, his real name is Paul Frehley Ace, so it's backwards. And lastly, the name Kiss came from Paul. Paul suggested it when they were riding around the car brainstorming names, and that just kind of stuck. But that is Kiss for you guys. This is a short video. I have got requests to do Kiss videos by 2 people. One lady at my job, a customer, told me, hey, if you do YouTube videos, you should do one on Kiss, because that's a huge band. A lot of people know who Kiss is. If you have an older audience, which I may have an older audience, they don't know who Kiss is. Or if you have a younger audience, the parents don't know who Kiss is. So I decided, I'll do one that can appeal to both audiences. And then someone else on Facebook in Instant Messenger messaged me and said, hey, you should do this video on Kiss. And I decided, okay, I take suggestions that way too, or if you have any comments on my videos, I'll take suggestions. I really want to do one on Bon Jovi, because I've seen him live and he's not that good, but I want to do a video on him. I can do more recent bands too, if you want me to. I could cover Paramore, Panic! At the Disco, Fall Out Boy, Against the Current, Taylor Swift. I'll do Taylor Swift if you want me to. I will fully cover Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Madonna. Really, any artist you want me to cover, I will cover. I will look up facts about them. If I don't know anything about them, then I don't know anything about them. I won't do the video. But if I do know something about them, I will do videos on them. But I think that's all I have for this video. If you are one of my younger viewers, have your parents watch this video with you. Because I feel like they will know who Kiss is. Even if you don't. If you watch Glee, please tell me what episode that was in where they did Beth. Because I think that's what they named, the girl ended up naming her kid was Beth. After she had the baby in season 1? I never watched Glee, so I wouldn't know. All I know is that Supergirl and Flash were in season 4 together. Different sides, but they're in the same season. So, yeah, I think that's it for this video. Leave me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And if you have any other bands you want me to cover or anything, you can leave a comment. And I will look and I will continue on with the musical videos at a later date once I get shirts for those. I do want to cover this movie though, but we can do it on another day. This was a really cool record that I bought from Walmart. Actually, I got it for a pretty good price, $3. There you go. The record was cool too. The record looks like water. Okay. That record is so cool. So yeah, I will talk about this movie. I might do a Disney series. That'd be fun to do. Anyways, my ADD is all over the place right now. So I'm going to go and leave you guys to marinate in your thoughts about this video. So I'll see you later, my queens. Love you guys. Bye.